Hello. 7:01. Okay, let me make sure that this is coming in okay. Oh, it is. Okay, let me share this. Hey, Liz. I saw your message come through, and I didn't have a chance to pop over because Hector walked in at the same time. So I'll check what you sent me when I get done with here. Oh, my forehead's shiny. I changed my setting on my camera, so I'm trying to get used to it being like right here instead of on the side. So bear with me. Hi, Debbie. Thanks for tuning in. All right. For those that are tuning in or catching me on replay, my name is Becca with Becca's Kreations. I'm located here in Clarksville, Tennessee, and we are going to do a little bit of mystery stamping. Clues were sent out on Friday, maybe Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Anyways, it was a lot faster than last month. So, it is January 12th, and so gonna be playing with the what suite is this? It's from the new mini catalog, and he's a fuzzy little thing. Actually, he's not from the mini catalog. He is online exclusive. But I am using the paper made with, that's part of the suite. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Ooh, Michigan. Y'all need to close your doors up there because it's a little cold down here. Hey, Robin. Thanks for sharing, Debbie. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. So clues were sent out, and I'm ready to start with our mystery stamping. So bear with me. Like I said, I just switched out the way my camera is. So we are going to... Oh, okay, let me move this cord. Let me switch this over just a little. All right. That should work. Hopefully. Maybe. Charging my phone. Hey, Shar. Oh my gosh, Becca. I'm trying to hide my cord so you don't see it. Okay. All right. Let's move this over just a little bit more. Okay, so this is the paper that we're going to be using, and it's the Made with Love. And our colors that coordinate with this paper, I absolutely love this paper, is Bubble Bath, Flirty, Flamingo, Puppy Parade, Real Red, Strawberry Slush. So today... this is a DSP that I'm going to be using, and it's located in the mini catalog. So, okay, that's the paper. And then we are using this cute little bundle. It's the bear. And so he's in the online exclusive. And then it has some coordinating dies, and we will be using... actually, we're going to be using the bears and the kissing booth. So, and then the little banner. So there's a lot of details in this that, you know, if you look, hold on, there's hearts, itty bitty little hearts. Do you see that? I love it. So that's a little detail. And then on the kissing booth, the top part, the scroll with the heart punch outs. I'll just, yeah, just those little details I love. Because you can use these as a portion of embellishments. But I think this set is really, really cute. Okay, I am using another die set for my framing. And it's part of the Beautifully Celebrated dies. And so I love the stackable frame dies. And so I'm not going to lie, I think I just got the dies and not the stamp set, which now I kind of regret. But if you don't have this, you need to add this to your set. Okay, you want to see the card? I am parched. Okay, so this is the cute little card, and it is a fun fold. So when you open it up, you got this little cute guy holding a heart. So, yeah, too cute. Okay, so that's the card. I'm going to go ahead and get closer, maybe, hold on. Oh, goodness. Oh, it's saying I have a slow connection. No. I'm trying to pinch out. There you go. Okay, so that's our card. And so the instructions were sent out. I am going to start with 2 pieces of Flirty Flamingo, measuring at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Like I said, you'll need 2 pieces of that. And then you need some designer series paper, aka DSP. You need 2 sheets measuring at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And so, and then what you're going to do is you're going to score that at 1/2 and then 2 5/8. So you'll need to score that at 1/2 and 2 5/8. And then what I did was, this is how I burnished my score lines. Let me get my phone folder. Is you have your little tab. It's going to in, and then you're going to do over. And then on this side, you're going to have it out. And then you're going to have it, yeah, out. Because it's going to go like this. Like a Z or an X. X. So, okay. All right. And then you need a coordinating punch or die. And like I said, I decided to go with the die from the Beautifully Celebrated die set. So I have 2 of those. And then you need some scrap paper. And we're going to go ahead and stamp our images first. So let's get your scrap paper white. And we are going to stamp our bears. So we need this guy here, and we need this guy. Okay, and I find since I'm going to color this bear with my Pecan pie color blender markers, I am actually going to pull out my early espresso instead of the black. All right, so we're going to go ahead and stamp our bear. He's so crisp. And then we're going to stamp this guy here. All right. And so I actually already did all the coloring, but I'm going to show you. I used, what did I use? I used Pecan Pie, the light, and then the dark. And then I used the Ivory. Where's the Ivory? I used the Ivory for his face right here. His little snout. And then I brought in this petal pink, but I need the dark. Let me grab it darker for the cheeks. Just do a little circle and then the ears. And then what I do when I color is I start with the light and I just go ahead and do all my colorings. I'm going to go over the pink there. I'll probably have to go back. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to go back over with the marker. But I'm just circling so I don't show any lines. Coloring that all in. And then what I'm going to do is go back over with my darker shade to do the outlining. And so once you do that, you can pull your dark and just do your shading. So, then that's all colored. I went ahead and did this earlier, so we didn't have to waste too much time. But here is my coloring. So I did go back over. You can also use the color lifter, and it'll make it lighter right there instead of using the petal pink blender. But so when I cut this bear out using the die, it gives a little pocket. You see how it pockets that. So with the stamp set, let me show you. Where's the stamp set? I don't know what I did with the stamp set. Oh, it's right here. Hello. So you have all these different, you have a teddy bear, a flower, a honey pot, that you can add because it also cuts it out in addition to the heart. Well, I decided that we're going to use the heart. And to bring this in, I'm just going to start from the bottom. And it's up to you how much of the heart you want it to show. But isn't he just so cute? All right. And then we've got this guy because he's going into the kissing booth. All right. So that's stamped. Let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment. And I went ahead and cut out our die cut pieces for the kissing booth. And I'm going to go ahead and glue my little banner. Glue my little banner. See how the little hearts, isn't that cute? It's all in the details. I love it. We're just going to take this and we're just going to add that. And then I'm going to get the bears. And we're going to stamp that in Poppy Parade. I'm going to stamp it on this little sign right here. Oh gosh. Okay. Before I bump my forehead, let me bring this down here. All right, there's the bear hugs and kisses, and that's going to go right there on the front. So we're just going to glue that. Maybe. Yeah. I did have all the dogs in here, but then my husband came home and they skedaddled. So, okay, so this is going to be the front of the panel is going to be in the front of the card. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and piece my kissing booth together. So I am going to put glue on, oh, it's a little bit too much. I'm just going to put the right here in the center. And then for the actual base of the booth, I'm going to pop this up. So let me, where's my dimension? Oh, there's my dimensionals. I'm going to add dimensionals because we're going to add some dimension. Yeah. The South, it doesn't matter, Liz. Unless you're like deep South, it's going to get cold here regardless. All right, so there's the kissing booth. I'm going to go ahead and glue in my little bear. He's just so stinking cute. How do you not like a bear? All right, so I'm just going to tuck him in right there. And then, I don't know if you noticed on here, there are these, oh, I did not notice. There's little kissy lips. All right, so I pulled out the hearts. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate between the hearts and the little kiss. And I'm just going to stamp them randomly around that. So let me get a little block. I lost my, there it is. No wonder I didn't see it. Okay, so it's a little smoochy smooch. Look at that. Okay, let me get my Poppy Parade back out. And I'm just going to randomly... Look at that. Do I want that there? Let me do the hearts. What do you think? Okay, so now on the inside, we have the big bear who's holding a heart. And if you notice that there isn't room for really writing here, so when you go to place it, you can place it right here on the left side, so you didn't have a little bit of room for your sentiment or love stuff, you know, the words, all the love words. I feel like I need music. All right. I think that gives it enough room. So I'm just going to place them right here. And I will tell you, you have options, giving you a big smooch, sending lots of love your way to celebrate the special day. Happy Valentine's Day. So I'm not going to stamp it just yet. I do want to share with you, though, that our product of the month, where is my product of the month stamp set, the fabulous sayings that you can earn once you place a qualifying order, has some other words that you can use. Sending love, so you can stamp sending love. But just know that you don't have to put a sentiment on it just yet, because, you know, it could go to a grandbaby or, you know, your loved ones. I need those lips again because I really like those lips. Hi, Miss Sue. Look at that bear. So there's room enough for you to write whatever you want in there. Okay, so I'm going to set those off to the side, and then we're going to assemble our card. So let me move some of this stuff out of the way. All right, so you have your two bases, your two sheets of paper. This is the Flirty Flamingo. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to glue down this side to the left with your tab. So you're going to put glue on this side. Let me bring this down just, okay. Do I want, yeah, there you go. All right, so we're going to put glue or your choice of adhesive on this little tab right here. So maybe I used all my glue from earlier. I've been making stuff. And I guess I used all my glue. No! All right. Tape runner it is. All right. Ooh, that went on smooth. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to line up this edge to the edge here. So I'm just going to, because it's not glue, so I didn't leave myself enough wiggle room. And you're just going to line that up from edge to edge, just like that. Okay? So then it opens up like this. Okay? And then you're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So on this side, you're going to put the adhesive right here. Liz, what'd you make for dinner? We had meatball subs, and they were delicious. You ever thought about getting the meatballs from Publix? They're done in the back area. Oh, they are really, really, really good. I just put them in a crock pot. So that means they can eat whenever they want. Okay, so that is lined up to the edge, just like that. Okay. So there, here's where we're at right now. And then you're going, so we don't have these two pieces showing, you're just going to make your little sandwich like that. And place that over there. And give it that clean look. So just going to center that. Spicy. Oh, that sounds really good. I can see your name, Miss Sue. I sure can. All right. So now we are ready. This is going to be our end piece, inside piece. I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive and center that right here. Now I know the measurements, when I sent out the clues, there was some for ribbon. If you wanted to, you can add ribbon to the front, like on your little panel, you could have add ribbon, but I didn't think this needed ribbon. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to add adhesive just to the left side, okay? Because if you add it to the full piece, it's going to stick and you won't be able to open it up. So I'm going to use this top here as a guide to where, because you want it to cover that inside piece. So there you go. And then you open it up. How cute is that? Now, the paper that I've was able to pull this from, the suite, it has some embellishments. Hold on, let me grab some embellishments because they are just the cutest. They're loose embellishments, and it's a Valentine assortment. And if you haven't seen these are just so cute. Just a little dab of glue. And look, you've got little envelopes. You've got confetti. Is that confetti? Is that confetti? And then you have little hearts. And then there's this little kiss here. Do you see that? Perfect for a shaker card. Or you can use it to accent your the front of your card with embellishments. So I hope you enjoyed this card. I will post the measurements on my page once I upload it through YouTube. I'll attach all the ingredients and items that I used so you can recreate that. Let me flip around. I did it! Yay! This is a lot easier than the way I had it over here. So I just got to remember the camera's right here and stop looking to the right. So, but I hope you enjoyed this session of mystery stamping. And If you are local to Clarksville, Tennessee, I am hosting stamp classes next week. And I've added, this month, I did add a Thursday 2 p.m. session, but starting in February, I've switched that because 10 o'clock seems to be the better hour for everyone. So I'm going to switch that to a Wednesday 10 o'clock. And the calendar's been all updated. So if you have any questions after looking at the calendar, feel free to shoot me a message or give me a call, and I will be gladly happy to answer any questions that you may have. So hold on, if you're on the fence about the attending the class, let me just give you a sneak peek of the cards that we're doing. We're making 3 cards, and it is using the suite in the catalog. There's that cute little bear. Look at that bear. He's so cute. And then there's this card. So many elements, embossing folder. We've got die. I don't know if you know, the vellum paper is back. It's 12 by 12 instead of 8.5 by, what is that? 8.5 by 11 paper. It's now in a 12 by 12. So I'm so excited to see this back. But yeah, so these are the projects we're making next week. If you haven't secured your spot, please do so, because the window for RSVP closes this Friday. So thanks for tuning in. If you catch me on replay, make sure to leave a comment. And thanks for helping me solve the mystery. And we'll catch you next time. Happy New Year. Bye.